I think I deserve a break. Yeah, why not? I'll set aside my responsibilities for now.
Only it opens with a key.
I must admit, I'm surprised, dear, and that's not easy to achieve. You managed to survive a difficult trial. Congratulations.
Just out of curiosity, are there robots in the world you come from?
Not in the same way as here. I'd say the closest thing are the dwarven automatons, which operate using soul gems. They can be quite dangerous for mortals.
I must admit I'm surprised again. Amoli always finds a way to innovate her challenges.
All right, you've convinced me with that comment. I think today I'll give my dear Amoli a well-deserved reward.
How about we talk about my reward before continuing with this?
Of course, darling. Try to make good use of this, as your next challenge will be considerably more difficult than the previous ones.
What do you mean by considerably more difficult?
You see, I've always been very lenient with my dear priestesses, and grant them everything they desire. Some time ago, Amelie begged me to get her a rather interesting toy. Basically, this toy is a trinket I borrowed from a group of soldiers called the Brotherhood of Steel. Of course, it's no problem for me, but for someone like you, it could be a nightmare. So, let me recommend that you listen to the valuable advice of my dear worshippers. Each of them could help you increase your chances of survival.
Do you miss the plane you come from? You know, your friends and family?
I think you're not quite understanding, dear. I'm not like mortals. Concepts like missing or friends don't hold any value for me.
Does this mean you don't have friends or family? Then what are Helga and the other worshippers to you?
It's exactly as you said. They are my worshippers, and as their goddess, my job is to keep my worshippers happy.
And in this case, what am I to you? Just a mere mortal?
Of course not. It's been a long time since then. Now you are my champion.
What does that mean exactly?
The Aedra don't involve ourselves directly with mortals, at least not in the mortal plane. That's why we use our champions as
Okay, thanks, I guess. For the vote of confidence.
There's nothing to thank me for, darling.
You stole something from the Brotherhood of Steel? How did they take it? I don't think they would let it slide just like that.
They didn't even notice. Do you really think I'd waste my time with those insignificant creatures? I just went in, took what I needed, and left. Anyway, I left them a replica of their precious toy, so they shouldn't have any problems.
How have other participants fared? I suppose I'm not the first to come to this arena, right?
Dear, let's not talk about that.
You left them a replica? Why didn't you leave them the original and take the replica?
Because this was a gift for my dear Amoli. Of course, I'm going to give her the best of the best, not a trinket.
What exactly is this trinket you gave to Amoli?
It's a very special type of robot. Amoli has been working very hard on it, and from what she has tested, it's quite lethal. If I were you, I wouldn't be overconfident in this fight, dear.
Okay, how about giving me some useful advice on how to deal with this special robot?
I'm sorry, darling, but no. If you want help dealing with this robot, you should go ask my worshippers. You've already gotten quite close to them, especially my dear Helga. Believe me, they almost consider you a member of this temple now. They will be more than willing to help you.
Does this mean I can ask for your blessing from Helga again?
Very well, dear. This time I'll allow it. Helga will give you my blessing again if you wish.
All right, I think I have enough information for now. I believe I'm ready to enter the arena.
Very well, dear. Don't forget to talk to my worshippers and be very careful in there.
Excuse me. Do you need my services?
Can we talk about the manager's assignment?
Let me think. Let me guess. That's what
Debella said this trial would be especially difficult. I don't think I have many options.
All right. If you want Debella's blessing, you just have to ask me.
Debella said that if we practiced the Debellan arts, I would become unstoppable in the arena. What did she mean by that?
Well, that depends, I suppose. Each practitioner of the Debellan arts is different. In my case, my specialization is restoration magic. I'll teach you how to heal your body, how to enhance your internal restoration to the point where you won't even age.
Wait a second. If we do this, does it mean I'll have eternal life or something like that?
Of course not. You'll only be able to receive the blessing of Debella temporarily. Only the priestesses of this temple can use and grant the blessing that our goddess gave us.
It's hard for me to believe that all this is possible.
It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. What matters is that Debella has chosen you to receive her blessing.
I know Debella is your goddess and that you would do anything for her. But do you truly agree with doing this?
Of course, I have practiced the Dibellan arts for a long time, although I must admit it has been...
All right, let's do this. I'm ready to begin.
All right, close your eyes. Just relax and listen to my voice. All you need to do is clear your mind.
Clear your mind. Feel the power flowing within you. You are strong, powerful.
Hi, honey. Is that you? No. Wait, what? What am I saying?
Hi, honey. I guess you're still not fully awake. Try to pull yourself together.
What just happened? Are we done? So quickly?
So quickly, huh?
Thank you for this gift. I still don't fully understand how it works, but I feel different, powerful. I promise to use it well, in the name of Debella.
You surprise me. I'm glad you can appreciate the incredible gift you received. Maybe Debella wasn't wrong about you.
Approach and hostile target ice. Your cooperation is requested. Search. Making things worse for you. Do not be alarmed. Law and order will be restored shortly.
Contact reacquired.
Attempt to flee. Please stand.
Analysis. Hello. Beginning lethal force neutralization. Operation. Threat analysis. Yellow.
AO compromised. Engage.
Black Soul Gem charged and activated. Initializing systems. Weapon system, operational. Shield system, operational. Loading nuclear bombs. Communist Daedra identified in the area. All Communist Daedra will be destroyed in the name of Dibella. Overheated core. Excess nuclear bombs depleted. Redirecting power to the laser weapon. Cooled. Initiating Soul Gem change. All Protectron. Defend me in the name of Lady Dibella. Restoration complete. Secondary Soul Gem charged. All systems restored. Lady Dibella, I have failed you. Today, the Daedra have triumphed.
Don't have the key. Hi.
By the Nine Divines, I must admit, I'm more than impressed by the show you just put on.
Just out of curiosity, could you defeat something like this in a...
Dear, you shouldn't try to...
You leave me speechless. I never thought I'd be congratulated by a goddess. This fight was quite intense, honestly. It's hard to believe Amoli built something like that on her own.
Of course, I must congratulate you. You've entertained me quite a bit this time, and that's a great achievement for a mortal. Now you'd better get ready. It's not all celebration. My dear Master Gunsmith will need your help to deal with some super mutants.
What will happen to the robot arena now? The place looks quite damaged.
Don't worry about that, dear. I'm sure Amoli will be able to rebuild it without any issues. In any...
Sure.
After defeating something like that, I hope the payment is up to par.
Of course, dear. This time you'll have 2 rewards. The first is your payment in cash.
2 rewards? I wasn't expecting that. What's the second prize I won?
The second prize is the best of all. From now on, I officially name you as my champion. You are now Dibella's champion.
Champion of Dibella? What does that mean? Have I gained any special benefits?
Of course, dear. From now on, you will be my representative in all mortal matters that require my attention. Although, unfortunately, nothing in your world is interesting enough to require my attention. And your second prize will be my blessing. Now you can ask Helga for my blessing whenever you want. As a priestess of my temple, Helga is obliged to serve my champions.
That sounds useful, but are you sure Helga is okay with this?
Of course she's okay with this. Where do you think we are? This is a temple of Dibella. Believe me, there's no better place than my own temple to practice the Dibellan arts.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Now back to where we were. Does this mean we're done with everything? Or is there still more to do?
There are still tasks to complete, dear, though not here. Now we'll be traveling to a somewhat more unpleasant place. Are you ready to continue with our fun game?
Really? A swamp? Why would a goddess have a temple in a swamp?
Because a goddess can have a temple wherever she pleases.
So that's why we're here? To test new mutations?
Not exactly. You see, while I was building my new I watched these unpleasant... One of the humans was a beautiful woman. I'm not willing to let those...
Of course, Lady Dibella. However, before we get to the super mutants, do you remember the samples you collected last time in one of the arena challenges? Well, someone made a small mistake using those samples, and it caused the swamp insects to become extremely dangerous.
And by someone, you mean me, right? Well,
The samples were in good condition. It was fresh blood, just as you asked. If you weren't so distracted, this wouldn't have gone wrong.
are you implying that a priestess of Dibella made a mistake? Do I need to remind you that you're just a simple hunter here? The word of a hunter is worth nothing compared to the word of a priestess. You'd do well to remember that.
Hey, you two can continue arguing later. The truth is, I don't have all day. Can someone tell me what the task is now?
By the 9 divines. Can you see that? That spark, that confidence. That's my new champion. All right, my champion has spoken. You two can settle your differences later. Now, the important thing is to clarify the task that needs to be carried out.
Of course, Lady Dibella. Allow me to be the mature one in this conversation. What really matters is that the insects in the area have become somewhat explosive due to the mutation they underwent. Your task is to venture into the swamp and get rid of them.
By the way, it's important to clarify the concept of explosive. Let's say the insects are somewhat swollen, so try to keep your distance when you kill them, or the explosion could push you. Believe me, falling to the ground with a bunch of bugs around can be really unpleasant.
Wait a second. Can the explosion of an insect really push me to the point of knocking me down?
Normally, no, but in this case, the mutation didn't turn out as expected. Alva's blood is already pretty disgusting and putrid. Let's just say mixing that garbage with the spoiled samples was a bad idea. Anyway, try to keep your distance and you won't have any problems.
All right. It seems I have all the details. Can I enter the arena now?
Of course, my dear.